Hello students, welcome to the new lecture, and in this lecture we are going to discuss about the introduction of plant tissue chapter. Okay, so in the previous class we have discussed, we have completed the plant tissue. Now we are going to discuss about animal tissue. Okay, so animal tissue means the tissue which is present in the animal body, that is known as animal tissue. Okay, and by the way, good afternoon to everyone, like Hema, Gitashri, Anusha, Ashwini, Vinutna, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to the new class. So now we are going to discuss about the chapter animal tissue. Okay, what is animal? So animal is nothing but anything that depends on other organisms for the food. Okay, and also survival. That is known as animal. So these animals are going to depend on other organisms, especially human beings, goat, sheep, buffalo, and so on. Even the human beings also considered as animals. Okay. So animals, in animals there are different types of the tissue. First of all, what is meant by tissue? Okay, the tissue is nothing but so group of similar cells. The group of similar cells, that is known as tissue. So for example, if you see the heart tissue is going to look in this way. It means all cells of the heart is going to look similar way. Okay, they have a similar shape, similar size, and similar function. That is known as heart tissue. What is heart tissue? Heart tissue means the group of cells which has the same size. Okay, so the size is same, the shape is same. Okay, and also the function is also same. Size, shape, function, all these are same in these organisms. So hence these tissue are going to form a so they are going to form a cells. Okay, so these tissue are going to form a tissue. Okay, so here you can see the cells are going to turn into tissue. Okay, the cells are going to form into tissue. So these tissue are very important for the particular function. For example, heart. Okay, the heart is one of the organ. It is going to help in the transportation. For example, the tissue like skin, the skin tissue, it is helpful in the providing the protection. So your hand, your face, everything, it is made up of skin cells. Okay, the skin is covering your organs, especially body organs. So good afternoon, Amarendra, good afternoon. And if you have any doubts or questions, post it in the live chat section so that we can discuss about your doubts and questions. Okay. So based on the function, there are 4 types of the tissue. In this chapter, mainly we are going to discuss about the 4 types of tissue. So what are they? Epithelial tissue, next connective tissue, muscular tissue, nervous tissue. So these are the types of tissue that we are going to discuss in this chapter. So before we discuss about this tissue, now we will discuss a small activity, that is lab activity. So each and every activity is going to discuss one type of the tissue. Okay, all the types of tissue that is present here: epithelial, connective, muscular, and also nervous tissue. So first of all, we are going to discuss about some tissue. Okay, so in this lab activity, first of all we have to identify different types of cells in the chicken tissue. Okay, cells in chicken tissue. So what you need a small piece of chicken with bone. Okay, the chicken which is having the skin. Okay, next muscles. Okay, muscles and also bone. So all these 3 things should be present. Okay, so we have to get a small piece of the chicken from the chicken shop or from the market. So then we need some materials, like we need microscope slide, dilute HCl, forceps, and also brush. So these are the things that we need. Okay, so next is the procedure. So we have to collect a small piece of the chicken meat with a bone from a chicken center. Just now we have discussed about it. Now we have to put a small chicken piece into the beaker containing dilute HCl. So it is going to contain dilute HCl. What is HCl and dilute HCl? Concentrated and dilute HCl. These are nothing but the pH of the acid. So if you see if you take out the acid from the bottle, okay, that will be concentrated. Okay, concentration means which has a higher pH, which has lower pH. That is nothing to around 2 to 1 pH. So if you take some amount of acid, so add water to the concentrated HCl, so that is going to become dilute HCl. So what is dilute HCl? Take some amount of concentrated HCl, add some water to it. If you add water to the concentrated HCl, that HCl will become dilute HCl. Dilute HCl is nothing but less power. Concentrated HCl is nothing but high power. So more power here will be the less power. Okay. So that is only the difference. Take HCl, put it in the glass beaker. So then add a chicken piece, okay, which is having the skin, muscles, and also the bone. Okay. Then wait for few hours, like 2 hours or 3 hours. Okay. So after that, we are going to take out some amount of the tissue from the meat, and we are going to do the experiment. So what we have to do after 2 hours or in the next day, so take a small skin. So outer side there is a skin. Okay. So ninth class going on 10. This is ninth class. Okay, this is ninth class portion biology. So after this class, 10th class will be there. Okay. So this is ninth class syllabus, ninth class biology. So here you can see a small. You have to take a small skin. Okay, a small skin. Keep it on the microscopic slide. Keep it on the slide, and also press with another slide. Okay, press another slide means it is nothing but we are taking small tissue. So we are keeping between the two slides. We are keeping the tissue between the two slides, and we are pressing it. If you press in this way, what happens? The tissue will become flattened. So the tissue will become very flat in this way. So the tissue will become flat in this way. And next, now we have to add water. Then cover it with cover slip. Then keep it under the microscope and observe. If you observe under the microscope, you can see some structure. So the structure is like this. First of all, after observing under the microscope, so draw a diagram in your observation book, and also compare your diagram with the textbook diagram. So mostly your diagram is going to look